sport. And the 1 and 2 is Carter. With foul number 5, Robinson is second, team second. third, about 21 Jackson Spalding. That's his second, team fourth. No timeout coming in for Panthers number 30. Eli on number 13. Jeremiah Perkins number 22. Chris Carter. And number 40, Aiden Strider.
Oregon Middle.
David Williams, and team cheerleader Sylvia Murray. This team is coached by Mike Cass and Chris Bell. And after the members of our 5th grade team, Sawyer Baker, 80 passes, 28 Iger, Grayson Hardy, Griffin Isa, Harrison Knotts, Cody McDaniel, Hayden Perry, Greg Crash, Carter Riggs, Jack Rogers, Brandon Schott, Jackson Shaw, Noah Spaulding, Jacob Soul, and Pierre Tuttle. Team coached by Kyle Riggs, Corey Hardy, Evan Baker, Josh Shaw, Kyle Knotts, and Eli Spaulding. And now for the members of our 6th grade team, Christian Allen, Tyson Barzo, Liam Muir, Noah Bolander, Rowan Cole, James Spress, Tucker Dexter, Ethan Flores, Noah Franklin, Cash Hull, Jack Knotts, Rick Massinger, Max Giovanni, Owen Watson, and Chris Wilson. 6th grade team coached by Evan Wars. And now for our 7th grade team, William Faulkner, Ellis Wright, Owen Stevens, Garrett Phillips, Dasher Thomas, Chase Pitt, Dylan Douglas, David Bennett, Aiden Curtis, Hunter Stonebarger, Ethan Reed, Mark Wells, and managers Chris Castle and Weston Reynolds. Team coached by Kyle Douglas and Matt Kidd. And finally for our 8th grade team, King Osborne, Cole Harbeck, Kaden Clevenger, Peyton Mullins, Mason Putman, Homer Hopkins, Brody Ingram, Blake Gordon, Ivan Reisinger, Ben Spaulding, Colton Connor, Jacoby Bishore, and Ian Hozier, managers Tim Golf and Nick Powell. Team coached by Dustin Osborne and Nick Reisinger. Fans, let's hear it for our future Eagles.
And good evening, Indiana High School basketball fans, to Frankton High School, where once again the Next Play Sports Network is being welcomed and hosted by the Frankton Eagles as they take on the Elwood Panthers. A CIC matchup here in Frankton, late in the season CIC matchup where every game really starts to count. Coach, as always, folks, he's next to me, Coach John McLaughlin. We like to call him Coach Mack. And he's on my left. On my right, we always want to mention that Mr. Romine, Mr. Producer, is here with us. There you see his wave to the crowd. Coach Mack, it's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since we've been on the air.
Yeah, it's been a while since you and I have been on, especially.
Yeah, I know that I was unable the last time because of an unforeseen officiating accident. Which meant I had to officiate a varsity game. But it worked out. But tonight we have the Elwood Panthers coming to town. Coach, can you tell us a little bit? One thing I know that I can kick it to you on tonight is that you know both of these coaches personally and you have a good rapport with them. So we're going to take a little bit different approach tonight. We're going to let Coach break it down for us. So, Coach, what do you got for Elwood?
Well, when you look at the Elwood Panthers, they're coming into this game at a 6-7 mark. And that is, if you go back and look at previous seasons, to be 6-7 at this point in the season is a pretty good mark for where they're trying to build and where they're trying to take the program there.
What are they?
6-7. So, we just won a bunch of middle school fans over. Anyway, they are coming off of back-to-back losses. in the CIC. They lost to Alexandria and to Mississinewa. So they're looking to bounce back with their 3rd game in a row here in the CIC. And that will be no easy task to come into Frankton in a game that I think I told Mr. Producer earlier today. I think a lot of people were just ready to get out of the house because
it is packed.
There's a really good crowd here tonight.
I couldn't find a parking spot.
So excited for it's always fun, Indiana high school basketball this time of year, to get out, go watch a game. But Elwood's going to come into a hostile environment here and play a Frankton team that's really playing well right now, and we'll talk about them in a second. But so Elwood will have their hands full. They're a younger team, and Coach Van Skyok there will run a lot of they'll see a lot of man. They will switch from time to time, but they will try to be – they would like it to be lower possessions. And on the other side, Frankton probably will not.
No. And Frankton, they're coming off a pretty good win. I'm not sure if it was their last win, but they played what was a really good Blackford team. We saw them here in the Holiday Classic, and honestly, when you look at the scoreboard, they handled Blackford pretty easily that night.
Well, Frankton's 10-4 right now, and their last 3 wins, they've got 3 wins in a row, so they're kind of trending in the right direction. They won 2 CIC games against Madison Grant, and then that game you just mentioned against Blackford. At one point, it was 23-21 in that game, and then Frankton held them to 3 points to the rest of the game. I believe it ended up 55-23 or something along those lines, or 24.
Right.
So Frankton is coming off a great win. Then they turned around the next day and played on short rest at Hoosier Gym against Westell, and were able to get a win there. So they've won 3 games in a row to take their mark to 10-4, and we've seen them enough times to know that they're a really good team. I did watch the second half of that Blackford-Frankton game.
Well, you did your homework.
I'm very impressed with the way they played. I mean, it was just they just dug in and handled that game. Blackford was, I believe, undefeated at the time. They turned around and lost the next night, but a really good Blackford team. On the road at Blackford, they handled their business. And then, like we said, they had to go play on that short court, which is always kind of weird.
But fun.
At the Hoosier Gym. Yeah, it's a great time to go over there and play. So,
just a side note, Coach,
yeah.
I saw the best high school dunk live.
Yeah, I was right there on the baseline.
But you happened to be coaching in that game, and it wasn't your player that dunked. It was, I believe he's in the NBA now.
Yeah, Desmond Bain, and that was one that we're still talking about. I think the rim might still be shaking over there. We could probably pull that off of that film sometime.
I know that I didn't see that in Hoosiers.
No, that wasn't
a play they ran in the movie.
It might have made the outcuts, but it did not make it to the play. But anyway, but Frankton playing really well right now, 10-4. But this is a CIC matchup, and these two guys are friends. We can talk about it later, but we are all part of that grassroots basketball league that we started up years ago, and so we've all gotten to be friends over the years. And of course,
that'll be something we'll be able to talk about, the grassroots league, because we haven't plugged that enough, because you've really started something that's
it's a lot of fun. Well,
officiating down at your place is amazing.
Well, I will say that that's because you get to officiate those high-level second-grade games.
It's good basketball,
but it should be a fun night for not only both teams, but CIC. And again, it's a full house here tonight.
This was a 3-game night. They had a freshman game, JV game.
Yes.
I don't want to put you on the spot. I know we didn't get to talk about it. Do you know who came out victorious in both those games?
Yes, I do. Elwood won the C-team game.
Okay.
And then Frankton handily won the JV game. So
I just dated myself by saying freshman. Nobody has a freshman team anymore. It's C-team.
C-team, for the most part. Yeah, there are still a few, but most people call it C-team now.
Well, folks, we want to thank our sponsors for the pregame. As always, it's American Pest Professionals. And bugs don't stand a chance, folks, when American Pest Professionals are on the job. From termites to mosquitoes, they've been protecting our community for generations. Call the pros at American Pest Professionals today. They'll come take care of any of your pests, even if you got a pesky neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they'll do that. They live trapped my neighbor.
Kai?
Folks, we're about 2.5 minutes away from introductions and the national anthem and all that. And you can hear it in here. It is what you would look for in an Indiana high school basketball game. As Coach mentioned, I had to run over here from being in another basketball game, which was well attended as well at Alexandria, to get here to this one. And I couldn't find a parking spot. And I'm telling you what, everybody looks like they're out. And what a student section. And it's obviously purple is the theme tonight. I don't know if that's connected to something they might be doing or honoring, or, I don't know. Or maybe it's just purple night.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, but anyway, like you said, that's a nice student section back there. Always a little daunting to have them right behind you as you shoot free throws too.
Right behind the bench, yeah. Especially with the Eagle. The Eagle is distracting, as Mr. Producer says. Folks, we always want to engage with youth as much as we can throughout the game. If you are watching and you want to just type into the YouTube chat, as long as you follow, what we call the gentleman's agreement and gentleman's and ladies agreement, to be very kind to one another. We will, first of all, start with, if you want to say hello, we'll give a shout out to you if we can. I'll be checking that. That is brought to us by Dowling Dumpster Rentals. They support the live chat. We like to interact, and we just want to let you know, with a minute to go here, you're watching Next Play Sports Network. We do things a little different. We like to engage with our fans. We like to have a good time. Coach and I enjoy what we do. We enjoy covering this level of basketball, because this is, we talk about the grassroots league that we'll talk about, and the little kids throughout the game. I'm sure we'll have a chance to talk. But we also want to mention that this is as pure a sport as it gets right here, is high school basketball, and especially in the state of Indiana. So we want to engage with you. We want you to jump in that chat, say hi, and we want to thank Dowling Dumpster Rentals for sponsoring the chat, the live chat. So we've got a couple people already. Looks like Chris Franks. This night is Best Buddies Night in Frankton. Thank you, Chris. Now we have an idea. It's Best Buddies Night, so they are honoring the Best Buddies program. What a great program. And then that's Zach Berger, who also jumped in there to let us know the purple theme is for Best Buddies Initiative. So that's awesome. That's fantastic. Best Buddies, if you don't know, that program is just a fantastic program. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk about that here in a little bit. But it's time for that wonderful time, national anthem and starting lineup. So we're going to go quiet on the mic and let you enjoy all of the audio from Frankton Gymnasium. And there you have it. Starting lineups for the Elwood Panthers will be number 10, Bryce Schuler, number 12, Ethan Casas, number 15, Braden Etchison, number 30, Corbin Lavelle, number 34, Connor Wooten, and for the Eagles, number 2, Ethan Stansberry, number 3, Eli Birch, number 14, Blake Justin Timberlake, Nickham, number 23, Noah Melvin, and number 31, Ashton Brobson. Nickham's got that Timberlake hair. Young Timberlake hair. Want to say hi to the Franks family. They're watching from the hospital in Indianapolis. They are cheering on Trey Bennett. Not exactly sure why they're at the hospital, but if they're there for a reason, that we also want to give them our thoughts for whatever that is from the guys here at the Next Play Sports Network. Rick Dillinger, thank you for the comment. We appreciate you watching. Here we go. And the tip is off to Frankton. Also want to say hi to Mrs. Producer. She's there. And the Thurston family, the grandparents that are watching. We appreciate all of you. If you're just there, hit the subscribe button.
Elwood's man-to-man, trying not to switch everything
Nice
and
pass.
get beat on a back cut right there.
Nice pass there. And Melvin with the bucket. And it's 2-0.
Frankton's gone with a mostly guard-dominated lineup to start
Nickham with
here.
the steal, and this is going to be Stansberry with an easy 2. And it's fast and furious to start for Frankton. Kind of the start you want, Coach.
Yeah, both times got in the passing lanes, made things tough for Elwood to get into the initial offense. They're pushing them out a little further than they might want to, and that's due to the pressure.
And they do guard well. Probably the only team that we've seen guard better this year is Oak Hill, and they really get after it as well. So 3 on the way, and it is good. That's by number 30. That's Corbin level. So it's 4-3 early as Frankton brings it across.
That's exactly how you want to play for Elwood. You want several passes to a wide open shot. The slips are really bothering, and that's the one thing we've talked about. You know that my team has played a lot of switching man-to-man from time to time, and that's one of the toughest things to guard is the slip. And they've gotten beaten on that a couple times now.
That foul was on number 15, Braden Etchison. That's the first foul of the game. Free throw was good. And that is Stansberry at the line. Stansberry's got the second one up, and it is good. So 6-3 early. Here come the Panthers with it.
The one thing that not having Bennett in the game right now does for Frankton is it allows them to really get out and pressure at all positions.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be over there for long, though.
I wouldn't think so.
He's a heck of a player. Nice rebound put back there, and that's number 15, Braden Etchison for 2 for the Panthers. That's when you don't love the offensive rebound, do you, Coach? If you're on the
if you're on Elwood, you do, but no, you don't. You want to block out, and there's a trout. Well,
I thought they were going to get Stansberry, but they got the foul before on a
called a push before the travel.
And Etchison picks up a quick second one, and that may send him to the Panthers bench early, and it does. Substitution now is Bennett. Trey Bennett comes in for the Frankton Eagles.
When you're a player and you look up and there's only 2 fouls called in the game, and both of them have been on you.
It's not a I've been there.
It's not great.
I've been
You're
there.
like, what if I do wrong to these guys?
Yeah.
Trying to get that back cut. Now Elwood's playing a little bit better now.
Yeah, they're up in them.
Well, Something you don't see a whole lot right here is it's a 1-3-1 action.
Getting another foul on Elwood, so.
Coach Van Skyke pulling out the 1-3-1.
That's on number 10. That's Bryce Schuler. So 3 fouls for.
The back man now.
Oh, I am. Lisa's watching on a 3 on the way from Stansbury, and it's just off. It's going to be over to Elwood. She's watching from a short vacation in Pensacola. Well, listen, that's the place to be right now.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather is, but it's nicer than here.
It's better than -2. I can tell you that.
Yes.
It's been that. You talk about a.
Congratulations for being anywhere else.
For a second there, I thought we actually did take over Greenland, and it's our weather.
Hey.
Ooh, that's a lot of contact. But Frankton comes away with it, and here they are. There's Bennett with it. He's pretty good on when he turns his shoulder. That one a little short.
Yeah, Bennett comes into tonight averaging 16.4 points a game and almost 10 rebounds at 9.5. So you know that he's a lot to handle for the opposing team.
You know, I'm proud of you for doing your homework. It's taken me, I mean, we've been doing this for years, and you finally are the guy that did the homework on the stats.
Parents are probably saying he finally did his homework.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
Steal. That's not a call that you love. You had to call something there.
Yeah, I get it.
Honestly, I like the travel call better than the stupid bobber rule. You know, I never liked that one.
Yeah,
so
I hate to admit to you that I've used it as an official.
Well, I know. It's easy. I would do if I was an official.
Don't call me easy.
There's a slip that doesn't go anywhere and a 3 on the way.
It's amazing how the shot fake still works.
It does.
Robston scores it. And we got do we have a little extracurricular?
Delay game warning.
Oh, yeah. Slapping the ball. Birch is going to return. He's going to get Nickham. You know, for a guy, Nickham probably doesn't like that I talk about his hair, but for a guy who doesn't have any,
yeah,
I'd give anything down that hair.
Well, you know, when we were walking down on the court earlier, he's a little taller than I thought he was.
Well, everybody's tall to me.
Well, there's a 3.
Ooh, just off. He knew it, too. Brobson turned his body just a little bit, wishing that went in, but just came out of the hand. Shooters know when they've let it go off just a little bit.
Coach Van Skyke trying to get some more movement here. They'll be just fine with these long possessions. And
well, I was going to ask you that. You said that in the pregame about how they want it to be a little bit slower pace. It's not really doing that, but that's Frankton pushing it.
Yes, they're not allowing it. That's the other thing. You might want to play at a slow pace, but they may not let you play at a slow pace.
I was going to say this.
And who knows next year, because coming up to vote right now is the shot clock. That's coming up. We'll see if that passes for next year or not.
Foul is the first on Frankton. It's on Noah Melvin. And Elwood struggling to get it in. That was actually knocked away by Frankton.
I'm not sure.
It was contact, and the lead official has it.
They're going to change it.
It might be a stretch, but does that official remind you a little bit of Ted Danson?
Yeah, it is a stretch.
I mean, an older Ted Danson.
Yeah.
That's a 2 on the way, and it's good.
Well, was hanging right in here.
You can shoot the ball. It does a lot of things for you. That was Bryce Schuler.
Picking up the pressure a little bit.
A lot of pressure coming in there. It's amazing how much the high ball screen has come into basketball. And there's a 3 on the way. And good. Eli Birch. You know, Coach, when we played, there wasn't a lot of ball screens.
There's a 1-3-1 now action from coming from Frankton. No, there wasn't a whole lot of it. People would run a set play usually out of it, pick and roll play or something like that, but it wasn't used quite as much.
And the shot clock will change the game.
Yeah,
because it'll a lot more quick sets, quick hitters. I mean, a lot of guys are already running that. You were running some of that stuff too, but you also had a set offense.
Yeah, everybody will just have to adjust a little bit. Another nice shot.
Another nice shot. I'm telling you what, Schuler, 2 for 2 here early.
Getting a little grabby down there underneath.
It was 61 today in Pensacola. I would take 16.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't 16 here.
No.
Really.
Zach Berger here for once. Florida isn't much better, forecasting up to 2 inches of snow in Tampa on Sunday. Well, they won't know what to do.
Well,
I do know that the new word or the new phrase polar vortex will be heading down their way. It was Melvin with a nice little bucket. That's about as far as I need to get with the weather, I think.
Yeah, that's probably enough. Trying to make them play a little different style.
Oh, that's a lot of contact. It's going to be on Nickham.
He saw that pass coming.
He read it.
Got too much arm on that one.
And that's his second, so we'll see if that. No, that's his first. Sorry, that's team second.
Coach Van Scott's trying to get them into what he calls rotation. They're just not able to get the initial pass to get the cutters to go through on against this 1-3-1.
You know what's interesting, too? Both of these coaches are athletic directors.
Yeah. So I guess they couldn't complain. Let's watch that first. They couldn't complain about snow or somebody making the call whether they could practice or not.
They were in control. Nice pass. And Bennett's on the board.
Bennett shoots 66% from the field. You know why? Because a lot of them are right there at the basket. He knows his role, and he shoots good, high percentage shots. So another steal.
Take that one away, and the ball's loose. Everybody's going for it, and that was correct. Mrs. Producer says that you probably had a lot of time this week to do your homework since it was e-learning.
Yeah.
I don't think physical education would be difficult through e-learning.
Well, we made it work.
I bet you did.
We made it work.
Well, about everybody was.
As far as the state knows.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody in the state missed a little bit of time.
That's right, yes.
So everybody was in the same boat. Nice take here, a little kick out. We're under a minute. And they're going to get Melvin, I think, on the drive for the foul.
On the ground, though, no shooting. So
that'll be 2 for Melvin if it's on him. It is. Third team foul for Frankton, and Melvin will go to sit. No, maybe not. I think, they are. I was going to say.
Robson typically only goes about 6 deep, so there may be a couple guys that better be ready to play over there if they keep getting in foul trouble. That's the pass they want you to make in that 1-3-1, those cross-court passes.
Bennett showing off the handles. A little coast-to-coast action.
He said, listen, you don't have to start 5 guards, Coach. You can play me at the guard.
Just put me in there. 10 seconds here. It'll be the holdover last shot. It'll be the Elwood Panthers, and a 3 on the way, and got it. And he has had a nice first quarter, has Bryce Schuler.
Almost went in.
And that one almost went in. But as we end the first, it's Frankton 17, Elwood 12. We'll be right back with you here on the Next Play Sports Network. Welcome back here to Frankton High School. Folks, we want to thank some of our sponsors. One of those being that Huggins Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Huggins Auto Sales has the inventory and service you can trust. Proud to keep our community moving. Huggins Auto Sales and Service in beautiful Hartford City. Go over there and talk to Scott Confer, or get your service done by Scott Mealy.
I did both this week.
Yes, you did. All right, 17-12, and we're ready for the second quarter. This one's moving right along.
Back man-to-man for Frankton.
Ooh, almost a carry.
There's that slip.
Nice little slip. Oh, missed the layup. He wishes he had that one back.
Yeah, so does Coach Van Scott. When you're playing good teams and you're playing up a level a little bit like Elwood is, you can't afford to miss those bunnies.
Robson's a freshman at 6'8". We had a good comment in the chat. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, absolutely. He's a bit of a force right now, but I agree with Zach Berger. We got a timeout here. We're going to stay with you. Looks like a 30-second. No, it's going to be a full. They're going to the benches. No, they're standing. 30-second. There's the Huggins Auto Sales logo there in our top corner. Take a look at that. That's a nice looking logo. I don't know who designed that.
I don't know.
But it's nice. Huh? Yeah, I don't think ChatGPT did that. I know who did. Still 17-12, 7:24 to go, folks. Once again, we want to thank Dowling Dumpster Rentals for sponsoring the chat. We love to interact with you while we're doing the game. And we also want to say thank you to Frankton. Unbelievable hospitality, always good to us. And crowd's always good. And we appreciate all our fans from Frankton. And Elwood trying to make things happen against this man-to-man pressure.
A little bit of hands on that. That's
tough because that's going to be Nickham's second.
Yeah. We're really running into some issues here.
They're going to bring Melvin back in. So now they've got Nickham and Melvin both with 2. That's the first foul of the quarter for the Eagles and for really anybody. Of course, they've only played 55 seconds. So. You know, you've got to wonder, too, if weather played a factor in how many practices some of these teams could get.
Yeah, I was able to talk to Frankton about that. There's a double dribble.
Yeah, got a double dribble. He's pleading his case. Now Coach is pleading his case.
Coach Van Scott didn't like that call. I know Frankton did not practice on Monday, which was scheduled for them coming off that double weekend.
Yeah.
So that worked out okay. But then there's a 3 on the way.
Stansberry for 3.
But then they had some optional practices, as they like to call them, so that if you were able to get here.
I remember when they were called optional.
Yes, I knew you were going to say that because you coached with me for a lot of years.
I remember those optional ones.
Optional practice.
Optional with quotation marks.
I remember some guys coming to practices on snowmobiles.
Yes.
Optional practices.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they do either one of these, but I know that, like you said, both of them are the athletic directors.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know this has played havoc on the that was an over and back.
That was, yeah.
And Coach Brobson's not going to argue that. In fact, he's going to pull him out and talk to him.
He wasn't real happy that he didn't know a couple of things there that have happened, and this is teaching moment. And you got to remember, he's a freshman.
Yeah.
He wasn't real happy about his clock management at the end of the quarter. I like to watch coaches coach. He wasn't real happy that he didn't get on the floor for a loose ball earlier. So,
I'm sure that's not going to be mentioned at home at all.
No.
Elwood's still just trying to get into some pattern offense and Frankton's making it hard for him.
Yeah, they're not going to let you just beat one-on-one off the dribble. That's just, they're better than that defensively. So they're going to have to come off the cuts and move.
Bennett just worked so hard.
Very hard work.
I wish I wish back in our coaching days we might have still been coaching if we had guys like that. No offense to the guys we had, but
well, they just weren't 6'7" and
physical
like that. No, they did their best with what they had.
Nice take by Nick. I mean, he's done that every time we've watched him. And that is a great move, a little up and under. He's really good at driving the baseline.
Takes advantage of that, and that's one of the cardinal rules for defense, especially man-to-man. You don't give up baseline drive, or bad things happen.
Frankton's starting to pull out a little bit here now at 22-12. Elwood has not scored in this quarter so far.
Defense has picked up a little bit, too, for Frankton. What they're doing is just they're staying in position better. They got a little bit too much hands-on and picked up fouls in the first quarter. Now they're just kind of staying in position.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And
you don't have to always
turn
stolen
right back.
And
that shot was off. And we got a timeout, Frankton.
We talked about how Coach Robson may have to go a little deeper in his bench here, and he's going down to number 12, Isaac Fair, who we've seen a couple of times, but not a lot in our games here. So sophomore Isaac Fair is going to get a chance to play a little bit in this first half.
Fans Property Bros of Muncie is proud to partner with Next Play Sports Network. And if you're in the need for roofing, siding, remodels, and more, Property Pros are your hometown improvement specialists. Give them a call. I'm not so sure they want to do a roof right now.
Might come shovel it for you.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what. I didn't have any fun. I'm sure a lot of people can say that. I had to move 3 cars to shovel the driveway, and it was brutal.
None of them were warm as you moved them.
No, none of them were.
Listen, the cars didn't want to be moved any more than you wanted to move them.
No. Well, the truck had a tough time. It didn't want to turn over, but it finally did.
Well, high weave action here from Frankton.
Into Bennett. Bennett, nice seal. That's a great reversal
Nice
and
pass.
A great seal by Bennett.
Great play. Let's talk about that for a second. Brobston comes back in the game, makes a really nice pass. So gets a little refocused and comes back in and makes a nice play.
I'm sure that was designed well in the timeout. Again, still looking for their first basket is Elwood, and I tell you what, Frankton is just getting a hand on
they're
everything.
Yes, so much better positioning this quarter. See what they do. They're going man out of bounds. Elwood's in a box set.
We got
an illegal screen.
Illegal screen on the inbounds play. That's going to be on Trey Bennett. Oh, no, excuse me. That was on
Davenport.
I got to flip my sheet over. I'm not paying attention here. Yeah, it was on Davenport of Elwood, not Trey Bennett of Frankton. They get the ball.
Oh, Cal Osborne getting some chance to play here, too, tonight.
We got some action. The double foul.
Don't just tell me to be quiet here for 30 seconds. I'll let you talk.
Listen, I'll just explain it. I don't think there was a worse moment as your assistant coach than when someone called a double foul. The only other time was when you would complain about the circle.
I brought the circle up today because someone asked me what I thought. Somebody asked me my opinion on the shot clock, and I said, well, it's coming. It doesn't matter whether we like it or not. That's just how things work. I said, but before that, I'd wish they'd put the circle on the floor, the half circle there to help with the block charge.
(24-12). Elwood has not scored in the second quarter. And that's been a lot to do with the Frankton defense. Quick reversal here. Nice drive. Robson's got a clean look, and he got it.
Osborne's only a freshman out there playing. So.
Yeah, hey, he looked like a well-seasoned vet right there on that drive. And
Why?
kick.
I know Coach Robson likes his freshman group a lot, so they'll be a force here years to come.
27-12, and might have been a travel. And that's a good shot up and in, though.
They needed that.
It's not a travel unless they call it. That was Blaze Jones. Nope, I'm telling you, that's a great basketball name. If I had a name like Blaze, my life might have been different.
I'll tell you what is really going to make a difference in the future is if Cal Osborne can be the point guard and Ashton Brobson doesn't always have to be the point guard. That's going to change the whole dynamic of his game and make him a completely different player for years to come. No pressure on you, Cal, but
there's Bennett. Right on cue for Zach Berger. He said, I'm expecting more from Bennett coming off 17 points against Westdale, but he's working on it. He's got 8 so far. Coach, you told me that there was usually only going to be 6 played here for Frankton, and Coach Robson's making you look like a fool on that comment.
He did that a few times over here.
There they are on a loose ball again, and nice pass inside. And it's going to send Bennett to the line.
The funny thing that goes unnoticed on that play right there is that here comes Bennett running down the floor hard, and the defender wants to go over and help. That's one of the things you talked about earlier. It was a slight shot fake that pulled that defender, and as soon as he takes one step to him, it's a bounce pass for a layup. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Well, and a big guy who can run the floor in high school is really
you know what it really is? It's a big guy that wants to run the floor.
Yeah.
He wants to run the floor, so he gets a lot of extra buckets and rebounds, and one thing you have to do is you got to reward those big guys if they run the floor for you. But that's what impresses me is he plays with a high motor.
Bennett got the first one. He's got another one on the way, and it looks good, and it is. Bennett's in double digits here in the first half. He has 10 of the 31. Now, Elwood has scored, and it was Blaze Jones that scored for him to break that non-scoring drought that they had. But still only 2 points to if I could do that.
You're going to call that, and that's going to be his third. I was just thinking that Etchinson, he had to bring him back in. And he didn't really want to play him with 3
and
or with 2. But
the tough thing is that's Etchison's style. He plays that way, and they couldn't get the sub in.
No, they couldn't. So now he's really got to be careful.
Yeah, they put the ball in play. There's Bennett again, and he's got 12.
Yeah, Etchison got that foul on a back screen or part of the play. It really wasn't as bad as it looked.
And Elwood needs Etchison in the game.
Yes, they do.
They're going to get Eli Birch for a hold. And now they can get Etchison out. And that brings number 24, Keegan Davenport, back in the game for the Panthers. It's been a rough second quarter for Elwood. They just really got in a drought, and Frankton just upped their defense. And so that's been really the story of this second quarter.
They're switching. They just can't get it into them. They got a mismatch inside.
I will say the guards for Frankton, when they do switch onto the bigs, do a really good job of being physical.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a rough screen.
There's the slip.
It was a rough screen.
Good shot fake.
Ooh, he almost double dribbled, but he didn't.
He didn't.
Kept his hand off of it. 34 for Elwood. And that is Connor Wooten is working hard in there, but
they get travel there.
Travel call. I can't see over the.
Picked up his foot, I think, before he put the ball down, so just moved a little quicker than he was ready for.
This little added padding right here.
It's for your safety.
Yeah. There's a 3 on the way and just off. And Wooten with the rebound. And we're just at about 30 seconds left here in the first half. Elwood would love to get another bucket right here and right on cue.
It's a little quicker than Coach wanted it, but if it goes in and you get a good shot, you'll take it when you're struggling for points.
Well, Blaze Jones has the only 4 for Elwood in the second quarter.
Frankton now going to try to hold it for last shot. There's their back cut play. Didn't work, so they'll go inside.
Loose ball here and on the floor getting after it. The freshman's going to pull one. It's off. Bennett with the rebound. He just can't get that one to go. And at halftime, it's 33-16. Frankton had a really strong second quarter, and they go into the break leading the Elwood Panthers. We're going to take an extended audio break here on the Next Play Sports Network. We want to thank all of you. Once again, thanks to Dowling Dumpster Rentals for the YouTube chat. If you'd like to jump in there and say hello, do so. Hit the subscribe button. We'll be back with you in just about 10 minutes here on the Next Play Sports Network. That's a 2 on the way, and it's good.
That was hanging right in.
Amazing how much the high ball screen excuse me, has come into basketball. And there's a 3 on the way. And good. You were running some of that stuff too, but you also had a set offense.
Yeah, everybody will just have to adjust a little bit. Another nice shot.
Another nice shot. I'm telling you what, shoot. I do know that the new word or the new phrase, polar vortex, will be heading down their way.
Watch that first. They couldn't complain about snow or somebody making the call whether they could practice or not.
They were in control. Nice pass.
That's the pass they want you to make in that 1-3-1, those cross-court passes.
Bennett showing off the handles. A little coast to coast. 10 seconds here. It'll be the hold of her last shot. It'll be the Elwood Panthers, and a 3 on the way, and got it. And he has had a nice first.
Scheduled for them coming off that double weekend.
Yeah.
So that worked out okay. But then there's a 3 on the way.
Stansberry for 3. Physical.
Physical like that, no. They did their best with what they had.
Nice take by Nick. I mean, he's done that every time we've watched. Finally did.
Well, high weave action here from Frankton.
Into Bennett. Bennett, nice seal. That's a great reversal. A lot to do with the Frankton defense. Quick reversal here. Nice drive. Robson's got a clean look, and he got it. 27-12, and might have been a travel. And that's a good shot up and in, though.
They need it. That's going to change the whole dynamic of his game and make him a completely different player for years to come. No pressure on you, Cal, but
there's Bennett. Well, he plays that way, and they couldn't get the sub in.
No, they couldn't, so now he's really got to be careful.
Yeah, they put the ball in play. There's Bennett again, and he's got 12. Well, we're just at about 30 seconds left here in the first half. Elwood would love to get another bucket right here and right on cue.
It's a little quicker.
All right, we're back here at Frankton High School, Next Play Sports Network. Coach Mac, Kyle Mealy, and Mr. Producer Andrew Romine. First half was 33-16. I want to highlight the highlights that Mr. Producer showed during halftime. Typically, if we can find somebody to talk to during halftime, we have that, but tonight we didn't have anybody to bring up. And so I want to thank Mr. Producer for showing you some highlights there. Hopefully you had a chance to sneak away and use the restroom if possible, maybe get some popcorn, maybe you're having a whole plate of food, or maybe you're in Florida and you were able to step outside and enjoy 61 degrees while we can't step outside for longer than 30 seconds without frostbite hitting us here in Indiana right now. But anyway, it's 33-16. We're getting ready to inbound the ball. It'll be Frankton ball at the half. And we are underway here. Coach, if you're Frankton, you want to just keep up that defensive intensity and have another strong quarter like you did the second. If you're Elwood, you want that right there. A turnover, and they're going right after it. They've got to attack. Nice move.
Really nice step through. Tried to go on a back cut play there. The second option is a post up by Bennett. Neither one worked, and Frankton came up with a nice steal and score.
That was Elwood with the steal and score.
Sorry.
Blaze Jones was the one scoring there. He's had all their points here in the last couple of quarters. Stansbury's going to get a nice look, and he's going to make them pay. Ethan Stansbury hits his second three of the ball game.
Frankton going to try to keep themselves, at least a few of those guys, out of foul trouble so they can play a little bit more.
Ooh, looks like he might have dragged his foot, but there's Melvin making something happen. We got a timeout by Coach Van Skyhock. He didn't like what he saw here early.
Y'all got rushed a little bit there offensively. I know Frankton tomorrow is going to have a back-to-back this weekend, so they'll play Tri-Central tomorrow. And so sometimes the foul trouble can play in your favor if you can give guys a little bit of rest, but I know that the guys that are playing would rather be on the floor.
Folks, Young's Title and Abstract is proud to support the Next Play Sports Network. They're serving Muncie and Newcastle. Their team ensures every closing is seamless, transparent, and stress-free. With a reputation built on precision and client care, they've become the trusted partner for home buyers, sellers, and realtors alike. Whether you're buying your first house or your forever home, Young's Title and Abstract makes the process simple. Learn more at youngstitle.com. That's youngstitle.com. Young's Title, where every closing is a winning finish. 36-18, the reset here, 7:02 to go. We played just about a minute in the third quarter, and this one has been actually pretty quick.
Yeah,
if you think about 3 games, we're sitting here at 8:56, and we're almost we're over halfway done. Elwood had a chance to talk some things over, see if they can get some offense in this third quarter. I'll tell you what, Wooten set screens that.
Got a nice look there, he just didn't go.
I mean, they're screens that could cause you to see stars. They're legal. He's just a strong kid.
Robson's calling out a set here, see what they get out of it.
It's just not normal to have to be guarding a guy at the top of the key who's dribbling the ball.
Nice.
Nick him for 3,
nice
who's 6'8". I never had that in my day.
No, you didn't.
Well, I mean, I played against guys, but they didn't dribble the ball out top. Ooh, and that's what he does at 6'8". And, a lot of foul there. Yeah, a lot of contact. Robson's going to go to the line, shooting 2.
The block, and then he's going to get 2 free throws out of it. Good hustle play there.
I think it's a cross between Ted Danson and Hunter. You remember the show Hunter?
Oh, yeah. He was a guy that played that. I think his name's Fred Dreyer.
It's a Fred Dreyer, Ted Danson mix.
He was a professional football player, played for the Rams.
He did, didn't he?
Not Ted Danson. But
no, Ted Danson was.
Who knew we were going to be talking about Hunter? You never know what you're going to get here.
That's right.
It's not the furthest rabbit hole we've ever been down.
No. Robson got 1 of 2. at the line. There's a three on the way from Elwood and just off the front edge, and Robson with the rebound, and here comes, threw that one away. I have a feeling that, judging by Coach Brobston there,
he took responsibility for that pass right away, and that's all you can do. Nobody's trying to throw the ball away, but sometimes as a coach, you wonder why. There's a foul, and they're going to get 2 shots.
They're going to call that one on Brobston as well. No, they called it on 3.
Birch.
Eli Birch. It's his second. It's going to put Lavelle at the line. He missed the first one. Any area scores that you've heard anything about? I know you've got your
I was looking to see who Elwood played next. I'll look for some updates here in a minute, but
that wasn't quite what I asked. But
I know. I was just telling you. I know you thought I was looking up scores, and I wasn't. So
I didn't think that. I just thought maybe you might have some.
The only
my fault for thinking that you're doing something.
I do have one. I'll give you one. Hold on.
I just thought maybe that basketball minds out there might want to know.
Well, the only one I know right now is with 5 minutes left to go in the game. West-El is trailing Randolph Southern 56-38.
Okay.
So that's the only one I have an update on. But if anybody has updates, feel free to join us in the chat or anything that you would like to get us updates.
Oh, man. Feel for it because he threw another one away. Oh, just because I know when your dad's the coach, you immediately looked over there like, oh, God.
I can't drive yet. Dad's got to drive me home.
Knocked
I will tell you, the last time this will be an interesting story that Ashton.
I bet I'm at the edge of my seat.
Well, Ashton can go back and listen to the story, but last time that you weren't here and we did the lapel game, Chris Smedley stepped in and did the game for us. And
great. You couldn't think of a better guy to do it.
Yes, and one of the stories, of course, his dad is legendary state champion coach.
Yeah.
Mo Smedley.
And
he used to tell me that playing for his dad was some of his best memories and some of his worst memories.
Nice shot there by Lavelle. And no, that's Blaze Jones again. Blaze Jones for 3. Blaze Jones has gotten hot. He didn't start the game. He's come off the bench and been the contributor that Elwood needed.
Still running good offense.
Robston gets an open look.
One way to make up for it.
He got
down to 3. And a timeout real quickly by Coach Brobston.
Frankton's going to take a full timeout. We'll stay here with you. Let you know that we want to thank ECI Vending. This timeout's brought to you by ECI Vending, East Central Indiana's choice for vending solutions in schools, businesses, hospitals, and more. From snacks to drinks, ECI Vending keeps your team fueled and ready to go. ECI Vending, a arm of Dowling Logistics. Mike Dowling got his hands in everything.
I want to give a shout out to my 2 daughters. I know one's in Michigan watching, and probably not much warmer. Rachel.
I bet it's colder.
The other one's sitting in Winter Park, Florida. So
I bet you it's warmer.
It's probably warmer there to Cameron.
Sometimes north means colder, but I don't know. I think that somebody told me earlier this week that it was colder here than it was in Antarctica.
And another shout out, a good friend that was
pointless comment by me. He went right past that.
Get another good friend. It was Brent Bond down in Florida watching down there, and he's a good friend of Coach Bockard and Coach Brobston, and I'm sure he's enjoying watching some Frankton basketball too.
I'm getting the hints that weather is beyond Coach McLaughlin's purview at this point. I had to try to get that over.
Nice block out.
Robson with the rebound. And into Bennett. Bennett gets a lot of contact. And Nickham just rips that one away. And now Frankton will try to run some offense.
Comes that back screen. Nice
Stansberry
slip.
to Nickham.
Really
Stansberry to Nickham.
Nice pass there by Ethan Stansberry. Good back cut, good read. A couple of seniors been playing together for a while there that you could tell.
And that one was, I believe, touched. Yeah, they got it.
Elwood, if you were wondering, their next game, they have to. You'll enjoy this. They get to get on a bus on Tuesday night and take a short trip to Hamilton.
Hamilton?
Yeah.
Good grief. They're going to have to leave school early.
I think they're leaving right after this game to get there on time. So I know they've played down over the years here, but
Where,
you know what?
where exactly is Hamilton?
You know where Notre Dame is?
Yeah.
Yeah, just about 5 minutes
Do I know?
south.
Do I know where Notre Dame is?
Yeah, I knew you did. That's why I was asking. There's a nice steal.
Nickham. Oh, my goodness. He's saying, are we so serious right now?
I almost think he might have been trying to dunk that one.
Well, let's give him that. He wants it back.
Coach Robson got something to say to him.
I think he's telling him, you have to take the ball with you. Yeah.
You get a little bit of a chuckle.
Yeah, you got to take the ball with you. But you know what didn't happen while he had that turnover? Not a hair was out of place.
Nope. Elwood's doing a nice job of running their offense. It's just the pressure is bothering them with Frankton.
Frankton's just not letting them get good shots and easy shots. Every shot's contested.
You can tell what they're trying to run's good stuff. It's just good defense.
And like I said, Blaze Jones, who just gave it up right there, he's been the guy who's been most of their offense in the second and third quarter. Melvin with a thought about it, and then he gives it up to Eli Birch, and they rebound so well. Bennett, I'll give Wooten credit. Wooten is working his butt off to get Trey Bennett away from the basket and making it tough for him.
Wooten's only a junior, so he'll be back.
Is that how that works?
Well, you never.
You could graduate.
You're in college. You're a junior. You might have 4 more years left.
Well, you might be able to go to the NBA and then come back.
That's true.
Nice pass inside. Again, Wooten just making it physical on Bennett and pushing him out.
We'll call it travel first.
They did.
To throw another controversial topic in there is Michigan just passed, as I sent you the link today, NIL deals today, or this year, so that high schoolers in Michigan can now take NIL deals. So
well, there you go.
That'll do nothing but help the game.
I just
Start
envision
paying high schoolers.
Yeah, Melvin scores. I just envision high school kids becoming sponsors of the local fish fry.
I'll tell you what, if they had NILs when I was coaching, some kids would have owed me money.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have. I probably would have only been. My deal would have been with like a bait and tackle shop.
Free worms.
Oh, I thought.
Well, they give him 2 shots.
Yeah, they're gonna give him 2 shots. So that would, if that gone in, that would have counted. But 47-22.
Jackson Spalding getting some varsity time here. He's going to get a chance to get varsity points.
Yeah. You remember, if you play this back, Coach Mack told us that they only played 6 deep.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him. I think he's going to come up after the game, and I'm going to tell him how dumb he made me look, and that's all right.
Anytime that can happen, I'm for it. I'm all in. I mean, you said it so confidently.
I know.
Guys, Coach Robson only plays about 6 guys, and then he promptly plays 12. That might be an exaggeration. He played 8 to 9 tonight.
He may end up playing 12.
And he gets 2 there. was that Melvin? Yeah, no.
That was Spalding.
Spalding. You're gonna play.
Speaking of that, I watched the Chevy Chase documentary last night.
I haven't watched that.
That was good.
Was it?
Nice shot.
The John Candy one is really good.
I have not seen that one yet.
That one's good.
I haven't. I don't have enough tissues.
Was that Lavelle?
Yes, it was.
Or no, that was Blaze Jones.
No, that was Lavelle.
Oh, well. I want to make sure we get his name out there for all the Panther fans watching. They're going to call jump ball. They're going to call travel. They got a little bit of extracurricular work going. Now they're going to tell them, listen, when I blow the whistle, I mean stop.
Be Elwood's ball and the alternating possession.
When I blow that whistle, I need you boys to stop. I know this is a contact violent sport, but you need to cut it out. 9 seconds to go.
That's a double dribble.
He didn't see it. And heads up. That was coming right for us. At the end of 3, it's 49-24. You're watching Indiana High School varsity basketball on the Next Play Sports Network. We'll be right back. And we are back here getting ready to start the final quarter of this CIC matchup. Frankton handling things here early, handling things late, 49-24. Giving you a little chance to hear that Frankton Eagle Band. We said we'd talk about the Best Buddies program, so I just wanted to give a shout out. It is Best Buddies night here at Frankton, and it's a global nonprofit dedicated to ending the social, physical, and economic isolation of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, not diabetes.
That's a different one.
It's a disability. And that one scored, but yeah, matches people with intellectual and developmental disabilities with peers in elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools. And colleges to foster one-to-one friendships. So that's the Best Buddies program, and that's such a great initiative and program to have. And I want to give a shout out to the student section here. Bryce Schuler got the bucket and the free throw, correct?
Yeah, both teams came out right away.
I didn't see
Ashton Brobston drives one right down the lane and scores on a nice power dribble, and then come back down, and Elwood does the same thing.
Nice pass. Melvin deep, a little too far under the basket to make something happen. Now Brobston's going to take the drive, and it's going to be
back-to-back and ones.
He hit the back of his head there. That's usually the signal for player control, but I know what he was trying to say there. He said he got smacked on the back of the head.
Giving him business.
Giving him the business. Robson with the and one. And he missed.
Elwood's now going to have to play it quicker and pick up the pace.
Blaze Jones is a three by number 30. That is Lavelle.
I have to play at a different pace than they'd like to. Now
Ooh, nice take. Stansberry for 2. Good hard take.
Yeah, Noah Melvin hit the floor pretty hard, and then quick timeout here.
Another timeout to 32nd. They're all standing. Gives us a chance to once again talk about our sponsors tonight. Tonight's action is driven by Huggins Auto Sales and Service in Hartford City. From reliable used cars to expert repairs, Huggins keeps you on the road with confidence. Visit HugginsShowroom.com. That is all one word, HugginsShowroom.com.
I know you mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, but I wanted to this Sunday, as you know, because you'll be there officiating, is our Grassroots, our last week, and both of these schools are part of the Grassroots basketball program that Coach Brobson, myself, at that time was a coach named Tyler Stoutler at Daleville, and Lee Ingles, a good friend that unfortunately passed away at Cowan. But all of us wanted to start a league for smaller schools that played just man-to-man defense and focused on fundamentals. And proud to say that league is still going and going strong. And we're at 4 sites now. And we don't focus on wins and losses. We don't really even keep track of them. But we do have a good time with the kids. The kids are there. We get them exposed to basketball, and it's a lot of fun. And this week's our last week, so it's one of the more things that I'm more proud of probably than a lot of the other stuff, but it's a lot of fun. And
it's nice to see many communities and schools come together to continue to let the youth develop sports. And that's what it's all about. There's so many life lessons you learn. In the chat, Zach Berger has asked who he would contact to become a potential sponsor. Well, Zach, you can contact me at my email address. There's a basket.
We'll put that up the next time.
We'll put that up there right there when we get a chance. But it's kmealy25@gmail.com. KMEALY@gmail.com. We'll put that on the screen here. If anyone wants to potentially become a sponsor, you can reach out to me and we can get you set up to do so. And we appreciate that.
Nice 3 there.
So Zach, big man, we appreciate you even thinking about it. We'd love to have you.
Cal Osborne with a nice 3.
Cal Osborne. I lost track of the Elwood scorer earlier. I think it might have been
Osborne was trying to get back-to-back buckets here. Oh.
He was off. Nickham now has it.
Frankton, usually, most of the time, their offense has really good spacing, which makes them even harder to guard.
That's a good baseline drive into a kick out for 3, and
didn't go, but they got a good look.
Trey Bennett cleans it up after Nickham tried.
Make some subs here.
Timeout for subs.
We mentioned it already. Frankton has another game tomorrow, so I think Coach Brobson be just fine playing some of these other guys to finish up the game. As I've mentioned before, he likes to go deep into his bench. Likes to play a lot of guys to go deep into his bench.
And there you go, right there at the top of the screen. If you want to be a sponsor, send an email to that email address, and I will get in touch with you and figure it out. Love to have you. Appreciate all of you in the chat. I want to appreciate, we always say our appreciation to Frankton. They've been huge this year in basketball season for us. They've been very accommodating. And I will say, and I have no problem being transparent and mentioning, not every school is always as accommodating to allow us to come in. And we get it. We understand. Some schools have their own set up their own live stream, but anytime we ask Frankton, they usually are like, absolutely, we'd love to have you.
We have an exciting one coming up in a couple weeks on February 13th. We'll be at Mount Vernon and that's we're looking forward to that.
Birthplace of George Washington.
Well, it's a different Mount Vernon. We're going to go to the one just down the road here.
Oh.
But I'd be happy to go there with you this summer if you want.
Yeah, I'm always like a good trip to. Got another foul here. It's extending this fourth quarter with a little bit more foul calls.
Heavy D and the boys were for money earned in Mount Vernon.
Did we lose Heavy D?
We did. Yeah. Nobody saw that one coming.
No. My wife's. She'll say it's not her favorite song, but now that we've found love, what are we going to do? I believe that was by Heavy D.
Yeah, it was. It's your wedding song.
She'll be really mad that I even mentioned that.
That was your wedding song, wasn't
it? No, it wasn't. I don't even know the conversation we were having, but I brought up something about a song. If you had to listen to one song, and believe me, she threw me off when she said, I think it'd be Heavy D's.
You're burying yourself even deeper.
Well, you know her. She's the nicest person in the world. Have to be married to me.
She is to me. Frankton's still active, even though they've got several of the bench players in.
That was kind of just what you call inadvertent contact. Put back is good by Cal Osborne. He's one of those guys that is beyond the 6 that they normally play, but Coach Scout was a little off this week.
Yeah, it was. Coach Robson said he'd come up and he might bring a player, so who knows? He might bring one of these bench guys up tonight.
Taken away by Elwood, and they're on the run here. A little Euro step into, and they're going to call the foul. The Euro step. Another thing that wasn't a thing when I was I'm aging myself, but there was no Euro step. Look at the Eagle. Everybody should have a mascot. I think it should be mandatory. I don't know if we can show what the Eagle's doing on camera, but I'm enjoying it. A little tail feather shake there. Whoever the Eagle is, shout out to the Eagle.
The Eagle has landed. You know, it's a good night for the home team when you've got a couple guys in that aren't on the roster. They've got the extra jerseys out tonight.
But this just keeps getting worse for you. Your comment earlier in the game is just getting worse.
We don't have a number 20, but
no, we can look for him. He might be Will Melvin from the JV.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. If that had gone, that's unfortunate. And the subs just keep on coming in. Now Elwood's going a little deeper into their roster.
Landon Jones.
I'm going to guess Landon's he looks young. Don't want to jump to conclusions, but
is it freshman?
How in the world did you come up with Landon Jones?
Down there at the bottom of that, I was guessing. 32, right?
No, I was talking about 5.
Oh.
I didn't even have a 5 on the roster. He didn't get any iron.
Coach is making some of these guys take their jerseys off and give them to other guys.
Yeah, they're going deep into the lineup here. 210.
But it's only 6.
Yeah, but he only plays 6.
Yeah, he rarely plays this many guys. As I've said before, he likes to go deep into his bench.
That one. Well, we've had 2 3-pointers. I haven't drawn iron. A little bit of that. Get into a varsity game and you get a little adrenaline going, and sometimes you throw it up there and it a little bit more on it, or you throw it out of bounds.
These guys are going to use this to their favor in the next couple of weeks. Hey, happy Valentine's Day. Did you see I got in the varsity game the other night? I'm a varsity basketball player now.
I don't think that works anymore.
No? Oh.
No.
You try.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Two rows down here. Frankton's got 2 rows of players.
Yeah, I think every JV guy is getting in.
Good for them.
The kid's wearing 40. There's parents are excited too because
I'm starting to wonder if there's no number 40 in the book, and Coach Robson caught it before the officials did.
Yeah, well, I actually had one of those the other night when I was doing Bluffton, doing the JV girls up there. And
did you catch it?
Yeah, we caught it right away. There was no number 20 in the book, and the coach was good about it. There's nothing you can do about that. I may or may not have done that a time or two as an assistant.
Well, he must have figured it out because he's coming back in.
Yeah, he's in the book then because.
So usually the book only has spots for 15 players, usually. Now you can get books that have a little bit more than that, but usually most books only have spots for 15. So I don't know what that means because it looks like there's more than 15 guys dressed.
And by the way, Frankton plays
6 guys.
Tri-Central tomorrow.
That's what I said.
Oh. I was just reading
Elwood
the chat.
plays
I don't
Hamilton.
listen to you during the game.
I know, boy.
I listened to the chat. They told me. I'm more concerned with them. I've learned to tune you out. And number 20 is Will Melvin.
All right.
Oh, there's a lot of noise. What's the noise about? People are getting
They're wanting somebody to score, I think.
Oh. Under a minute left in this one. And as we mentioned, if you want to hang on, Coach Brobson's supposed to come up after the game, and maybe we'll have a couple players. And Coach Mack will do the interviewing. I might have to give up my headset.
Yeah, I think we got a microphone here.
We do have a microphone. I'll leave my headset on. Nobody wants to listen
You're
to
not
me.
going anywhere. Oh, nice slip.
Oh, that was going to be a nice play. Just got bobbled a little bit. Elwood's trying to see if they can get some 3 on the way. That one got iron, but that one's off. And now 27 seconds left in this one, and Frankton's going to move to, what is it now?
It's going to be 11-4.
11-4.
Another CIC victory.
It's a really good year for, I think, early in the season when we had them, there was still trying to figure, what the lineup was going to be and who was going to fill what spot when we had them earlier in the year. And they've really found themselves here and at the right time, getting ready to head into the end of the year and tournament time. We are getting ready to have the girls' tournament start.
Yep, next week. A lot. You know what that means? There's a lot of teams playing girls' basketball games the next 3 days that got snowed out early in the week.
No, it was crazy when it. And like I said, now being an official and having the assigners try to find people and move them around, and it's constant. So big shout out to all the athletic directors and the coaches and the officials and everybody that's trying to get everything in for the kids, especially when you're packed into the last season or last week of the season it has been for girls, and everybody's trying to get it in, trying to get it done. Mother Nature has not cooperated. We got a breakaway here. Got a chance. And 7 seconds here. And I could potentially think they might hold it, but they might.
Well, it's JV. Usually these guys just play it out. I was always okay with that. If it was, you had your starters in still.
Yeah, there was very few times you got that deep in the game where you could.
Well, it's always usually on the other end.
And this one ends with a victory for the Frankton Eagles, 62-34. Hang with us, folks. We should have Coach Brobston up here and a couple of players. So if you'd like to hang on and hear what Coach Brobston has to say about this one, he'll be up here in just a few minutes. We'll be back on in just a short break. Welcome back, fans. We've got some time here to give you some unofficial scoring, and it is very unofficial because it's my scoring that I try to do while the game is going on. So for Elwood, unofficially, Bryce Schuler, number 10, had 14. Blaze Jones had 9. Reed Etchison had 4. Corbin Lavelle had 8. And that's kind of unofficial at this time. Moving over to Frankton again, unofficial. So Ethan Stansberry had 11. Eli Birch had 3. Cal Osborne with 5. Greer Klein with 2. Blake Nickham with 7. Jackson Spalding had 2. Noah Melvin with 6. Trey Bennett with 16. And Ashton Brobston with 15. Those are unofficial scoring tonight. We're waiting to see Coach Brobston comes out. He should be. He's told us he will be coming out. And he's talking to the team right now. But, Coach, just give us your synopsis of the game, kind of what you saw.
Well, Frankton, you know, the length and the rebounding and the pressure kind of willed its way upon that game. Elwood got off to a decent start there in the first part of the game. Went really well. So, but to Elwood's credit, or to Frankton's credit, they did a nice job of hanging in there and doing a good job. So
Well, we got some guys coming up here right now.
We'll talk to them about.
Looks like Trey Bennett's going to be the first one on the microphone here. Let's turn up that microphone and make sure it's on, Coach. Make sure it's on. Yeah, well, it's working.
Test.
I think it's working.
I don't know why I said that because I have my own microphone.
I was going to say, let him talk.
All right.
Welcome up here, Trey.
Trey, good job tonight. You know, it's been a weird week because you guys had a lot of snow issues you had to deal with, and you weren't at school only today, right? Today was the first day back at school.
Today was the only real day we've been at school.
Yeah.
All week.
So you come back in, you got to turn right around and play a conference game. So it's an important game, and on paper you're probably the team that should win, but you have to go out and perform. So what were one of the keys going into tonight's game? What coach focus and say, okay, this is what we want to look at going into tonight's game?
Play as hard as we can, like usual. Out-rebound them like we do every team and every night. And play as hard as we can. Like I said, just play as a team effort.
And that's a big part of your game. And I said one of the things I'm really impressed about your game is that you run the floor so well. And I know that not all big guys will do that. They won't, if you get the rebound and kick it, you're going to try to beat the rest of the guys down the floor. So is that kind of just always the way you played, or do you realize, hey, if I run the floor, I can get some cheap points here?
That's just the way we do it here at Frankton. Everybody's getting back in transition. We're always pushing the pace and trying to get open layups or open three.
Well, good job tonight. We're going to let all your guys get on here and talk.
Good job tonight,
nice
Trey.
Nice win.
We're going to switch out, and the next one looks like Ethan Stansberry is going to come up. Ethan had 11 tonight unofficially. He had a good game.
Ethan, nice job tonight. I thought one of the keys when Frankton's playing well, you seem to get a lot of open threes and get those feet set. I know it's a big part of your game. Are you one of those guys that's going to just keep shooting whether it goes in, or do you like to – I mean, a lot of guys, shooters, like to see that first one go in, but tonight I thought you had those feet set and you really looked good.
Yeah, in past years, I would like to see the first one go in before I keep shooting, and then. But this year, it's been a little different. I think through the summer, my confidence has grown a lot, so that's definitely helped throughout the season. And coaches telling me knock it down when I'm open. So. And
a lot of times, if you're a good shooter, you just got to keep shooting.
Yeah.
You may have a streak where you don't hit 3 or 4 in a row, but it might be your mentality has to be the next one's going to be the one that starts the streak.
Shoot to get hot, shoot to stay hot.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I like that.
That's exactly right. So I was talking there to Trey that it's a weird week because of the snow and all of that, but you got to turn right into playing another CIC game. Coming off of last week, thought you had some really nice wins, some impressive wins last week. That give you guys the extra confidence maybe going into the rest of the year?
Yeah, I mean, Blackford is a great team, and to go on the road and beat them, but to beat them by 30 is a very impressive win. But I feel like if we just keep building wins and just keep getting better into the tournament time, I think we'll be in really good shape.
We're going to pass it on.
Alrighty.
Keep it on. Good job tonight.
Good job, Ethan. Coming up next is Noah Melvin. And Noah had a good game himself. He had unofficially six points, but he's a guy that's involved in just about everything and makes a lot happen, Coach.
So one of the things I enjoy about your game, there's a lot of things that go unnoticed. As a former coach, the second quarter, you guys defensively got so much better in position. And a lot of times I feel like that can happen from guys that aren't necessarily guys that are scoring a ton of points. Or defensively, how do you guys work together? Did Coach make any adjustments at the end of that first quarter, or talk to you guys about that, or why did the second quarter look so much better defensively?
I think we started I can't remember the word, hedging ball screens instead of switching them.
There you go. Yeah.
And I think that helped a lot. We just communicated more, honestly. We weren't communicating very well on the screens, I felt like.
Sound like a coach right there, right?
Yeah, he brought out the coach speak right there.
And I've been asking all the guys, it's a weird week when you don't go to school, and it throws off the whole routine and everything. But you had to come in tonight against a conference foe, coming off of last week's win. I want to give you an opportunity to really kind of talk about last week. That game at Blackford was just very impressive, and in the second half especially. Now that you've had a week to kind of think about how that game went, not to take anything away from the importance of this game, but that was undefeated team. You went in there and you handled pretty easily in the second half. Thoughts looking back on that game?
I mean, we knew we could win it. We knew we had to play good. I thought we played together like really well that game, and we upset them.
Yeah.
People thought it was an upset, but we knew going in.
Yeah, you guys were confident.
Well, that's a great way to put it, and that's probably why you guys played so well in the second half. It wasn't really an upset to you guys. You went in there expecting to win, right?
Yeah.
Follow the game plan and did a nice job. We'll pass it on and keep going this direction. Good win tonight.
And this is Greer Klein, number 11 right here. Greer Klein.
He's going to come up. All right.
Welcome in, Greer.
Thank you, guys.
So a little bit about this week in preparation. I don't want people that are listening, but it's totally different when you don't go to school. You don't have the whole routine. I know I've talked about it with some of these other guys. How did you guys handle that? Did it seem to throw anything off this week, practice-wise?
Really, we just had a lot of optional practices. But
I love that he used the air quotes. That's how we talked about that. Optional.
We love to get in here. We love to work. It's what we do every day.
What was your attendance like for your optional practice? Pretty good?
Yeah. It was pretty good.
I like that. That's if Coach makes his way back down here, we'll ask him about those optional practices. Yeah. Looking forward as the season goes, you had a nice win last week against Blackford, impressive win. As the season goes on here, how do you see that unfolding? What are the things that you guys want to focus on going forward, and how does that change your role as the season goes, as you start to get maybe more of a bigger role as the season keeps going on?
We just want to stay together, stick together, play some solid defense like we always do, and we think we can win every game on our schedule. It's what we go into every single game with that mindset. And, personally my role right now, I'm leading the JV team, and I think that maybe as we keep going on, we can keep playing together and, just keep winning.
And I want to mention something, and we'll put you on the spot, but a lot of guys played tonight.
Yeah.
That doesn't always is the case, but was it kind of fun to be able to get some of those guys in there? And I know that when we get some of those guys in, there's particular guys that you really want to try to get to score.
Yeah.
But this was a game where it was kind of like you had such a big lead, you didn't want to push it too much. But that's always fun to get that moment of being able to bring those guys in. And it looked like the whole team was really rooting for everybody. You guys seem to be pretty bonded, really. So is it exciting when you can get some of those other guys in there?
Oh, it always is. We spend all year. We're all friends. We all talk. And, it's really exciting to see other people get an opportunity to.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch you guys feed off of each other and enjoy that. So
yeah, for sure.
That was great.
It's also a lot of fun to come in and see those young guys play in a gym that's this full.
Yeah.
I mean, this is high school basketball. The things you'll remember the rest of your life, and we both very jealous to watch and see how the crowd still comes. It's a big deal here at Frankton. Basketball's a big deal.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing tonight, and if you can pass this along, whoever the eagle is, I really like the tail feather thing during where they lift the tail feather during the So whoever that is, give them a shout out.
I'll let them know.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, appreciate it, and good job tonight.
Congratulations. All right, we'll try to get Coach Brofston somewhere.
He's doing some other responsibilities real quick.
He's up there on the radio, and then he'll come down with us. But it gives us an opportunity to kind of hit on some of our sponsors. Once again, I want to hit on a little bit of
– he's on his way now. But
of everybody real quick. So just want to thank Huggins Auto Sales and Service out of Hartford City. I want to thank American Pest Professionals. I want to thank Property Pros of Muncie, Young's Title and Abstract, Dowling Dumpster Rentals, and ECI Vending for all of their support. And right on cue after hitting and paying some bills. And
are you leaving? You on Mexican?
I do too. Are we
taking care of the important stuff?
Yeah, he's taking care of the important stuff there. I'd like some too.
Food.
Yeah. All right.
I don't need it.
Congratulations, Coach. Another great win. I'll let Coach Mack take things over.
I talked to the guys about this is one of those weeks where, as a coach and a player, everything gets thrown off a little bit because you're not at school. But you as a coach know, CIC game, you want to win this game. It's an important game to win. Coming off of a great weekend last weekend, preparation-wise, did it throw anything off? I'll let you answer, and then we're going to tell you what one of your players said that we really enjoyed. Go ahead.
I think it probably did a little bit, just in terms of your practicing. We were already taking Monday off.
Yeah.
So they had obviously Sunday, and then we had Monday off. So we were optional Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but the majority of our team, 99% of them, were here. And, yeah, it's just a little bit different. You know, they're not on their normal routine. So I was really glad to be back at school today. 2-hour delay, get us back in kind of on a normal routine for tonight's game. So I thought they practiced hard. I thought we did a pretty good job practicing. There were some intense moments, but we got through the week and got ourselves prepared for this game.
Well, that's one of the things we were both laughing at, is because it was very similar to going back to our coaching days. The optional practices, I asked him what the attendance was like, and he said, really good. And so I said, that's always a
– and I love when he said optional, he actually used air quotes. So we appreciated that, because
but we know they're optional.
We know they're optional.
Yeah.
Coach, I got a question. Is you held Elwood to 4 points in the second quarter, and it seemed like right out of the quarter break, your guys had it ramped up their defensive mindset. Is there something that you said to them in that huddle that said, hey, let's take it to the next level, or were they just really locked into that second quarter? Because I was impressed. I mean, in Blaze Jones for Elwood was the only scorer with 4, and he really didn't get those last 4 until the last 2 minutes. So you held him scoreless basically in the second quarter.
Yeah, I at the end of the first quarter when he hit the 3, and Trey we didn't feel like he got a hand up like he needed to. Our adjustment at the quarter was to extend 2 steps outside the 3-point line and quit giving up 3-point attempts. I thought we were giving up some easy looks in the first quarter. 17-9 when he hits that 3. If he doesn't make that and we get a hand up and get that contested, I would have felt pretty good about the first quarter, but I didn't after that. And then we tried to, run some 1-3-1, but we didn't do a good job of taking away the middle drive. Ryan exposed us on that. We had to do a better job with our point and our wing because we were trying to trap the corners. But the second quarter, the adjustment of coming out, taking away every shot that we could take away, I thought that changed everything.
I thought your positioning, when you go back and watch it, in the second quarter was really good. You're much better position. The guys off the ball especially, which led to a lot of deflections and steals, which are always important to us as coaches. So great win, by the way, last week at Blackford. I know that had to be exciting. We haven't got a chance to talk a ton about it. That was a great win on the road, impressive win. And one of your guys, I can't remember, we had 4 of them up here. But
I love it. It was Noah Melvin.
Noah Melvin said, everyone said it was an upset, but we went in there expecting to win, and that's what good programs do. So looking forward as the season goes here, you got that nice win at Blackford, but a lot of season in front of you before sectional starts. What are you looking to get maybe better at as season goes, and or what do you like where you're at and some of those things?
Well, I think the biggest thing for us is no costly turnovers. We've got to start taking care of the basketball all the time much better and treat it like gold. And the bottom line is tonight, again, we had some errant passes that we just can't make. Some of that was, are you playing with a 25, 30-point lead? And we looked like we were playing with that at times, a couple times, not a lot, but we're really trying to restrict that and have 10 or less turnovers every game. And we've done that 3 or 4 of the last 7, I think. So that's the biggest thing for us. Our rebounding's been really good all year, and we got to continue that. And then defensively, we've just got to be locked in. Tonight's game plan was just a little bit different than what we've played the last couple games, and it's exactly what you said. After the first quarter, we had chased, in the Blackford game and Westell game, we were trying to take out Julian. In the Westell game, we were trying to take out Leggett in the Blackford game. So you had one guy kind of glue, what we call glue, not helping in the gaps. We adjusted that in this game at the second quarter because we did have Schuler. We were playing him that way. Went back to the gaps really strong and talked about that at the end of the first quarter also, which I think you saw got us some turnovers. But it's going to be big for us to continue our rebounding, continue to elevate our defense, and then take care of the basketball better.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that we've enjoyed. I don't know if we'll get back over here again. We've loved being here this year. Been a great, just a great place to come. I thought the atmosphere was great, by the way, tonight. I mean, full house, and maybe everybody wanted to get out of the house, but it was a great atmosphere. So thanks for having us. We appreciate all the times that we've been able to be here. Who knows, maybe we'll pop back in before the end of the year, but thank you for being so accommodating, and your team's so much fun to watch.
No, we really appreciate both of you being here. Obviously, I've known you guys for quite some time, but it's our pleasure to have you, and it's great that you're able to come here and promote, and you do it all around. So we just appreciate everything you're doing.
Good luck tomorrow against Tri-Central, Coach, and the rest of the year.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Right,
thank you. That was Coach Bromston, and they have improved to 11-4 on the year, and they've got things going in a good direction here towards the end of the season. And we appreciate everybody that was in the chat tonight and everybody that just watched, even if you weren't in the chat. Hopefully you hit the subscribe button. They're turning the lights off on us here at Frankton, so we're going to have to get out of here pretty quick. So I want to thank everybody on behalf of Coach Mack and Mr. Producer. I'm Kyle Mealy. Thanks for watching Frankton hosting Elwood on the Next Play Sports Network.